What's good, everybody? I am back from my messy house. You can see well, maybe I should get a better camera angle. Nah. Let's try that. Doesn't matter. Who cares? I thought we would change it up and we would leave the realm of Marvel for a bit and read some of the Street Fighter classic Udon comics. They're real easy read. I like the art. I like all that, the way they look. So let's just get right in it. And of course, I might have to go pick up my daughter Tuesday. We'll see if she's gonna stay asleep or if she's gonna wake up while I'm reading. I think she's already waking up. Let's see. Street Fighter Classic, Volume 1. So here we go. There's Vega. There's Chun-Li and Nash. There's Ryu and Sagat. Round 1. Volume 1. Round 1. Fight. There is Akuma. I like all the art, so we're going to go through. There's your Street Fighter. There is your Street Fighter 2 cast. Here we go. Ryu. Since adopting you those many years ago, within the walls of my dojo, I have watched you grow from a boy to a man, from an awkward novice to my greatest pupil. I have witnessed you master every form and technique. I have taught you as if you were the one who created them. I have seen you find what so many seek but fail to achieve, the delicate balance between grace, speed, and power. You stand at the brink of becoming everything I had hoped you would, or possibly everything I have feared. You have come far since you began your journey, driven by the same desire for perfection that I once saw in another many years ago. He too completely dedicated himself to mastering our Atsatsuken arts, but his journey took him down a vicious and brutal path. His quest to fulfill his fighting potential awoke in him a ruthless brutality. His training had taken him to a crossroads, to pursue greatness with honor and purity of heart, or to allow his desires for victory to become a murderous need. When faced with his choice, he chose to sacrifice his humanity for the sake of power. These are the same crossroads that you will soon reach, and this is the same decision that is still yours to make. There is a side of you that you must confront, as must all of us who choose to devote our lives to the pursuit of our arts. You must face the part of you that ruthlessly craves to win, even when the price is too high, when the price of victory is taking human life. All of us who choose the way of the warrior must eventually do one thing. We must face ourselves and fight. You must fight and decide who you truly are. The battle may be difficult. Negativity, wrath, and cruelty often seem to overcome goodness, peace, and honor. And the vicious uppercut. But in the taunting face of your dark half, you cannot give up. Ryu, my pupil, I hope you will fulfill your limitless potential, not by succumbing to your power, but by mastering it. Every light must have its darkness, but do not let yours defeat you. Ryu! A dream? That cry, it was Master Goyuken's, but no, it couldn't be. He's all, Master! Those of you who already know Street Fighter know what that's all about. Bonus round. The fight is on. 2 years ago. Sir, the final fight of the Street Fighter tournament is about to commence. Do you wish to attend? These tournaments have begun to bore me. Sagat has made such short work of all his opponents. This fight could be different, sir. An undefeated fighter from Japan has reached the finals quite convincingly. He might offer the champion a decent challenge. Very well. Perhaps this fight will provide some degree of entertainment. Ryu, you are the greatest challenger this tournament could bring me. Pathetic. Tiger Hadouken. This fight is over. I will not lose. Shoryuken. I've won. But what is this feeling inside of me? You have potential, Ryu. Do not waste it. We will meet again. Round 1. Old friends. Street Fighter cover. Shadowloo Central Headquarters. U.S. Interpol Headquarters, San Francisco, 60 days later. What happened to you, Charlie? No one has heard from you since you left on that mission to investigate Bison and Shadowloo's underground operations. Even after the rescue team went in to retrieve you, all that they could recover were your dog tags. You were the best friend. You were my best friend and taught me everything I know, how to fight, and that there was nothing we couldn't face together. It has been 2 months since they told me to accept that you were dead, Charlie. But that's something I refuse to do. San Francisco, my new place. Ryu, I hope you're ready because I've been waiting for this day for a long time. That's what I love about martial artists and martial art people. They have a big old smile. Yeah. Come on, Ryu. If you don't fight back, you're going to hurt my feelings. This is no time for games, Ken. Ken, what on earth are you doing out there? Hey, Liza, I was just finishing up some training and look who I found on our doorstep. You remember Ryu, don't you? Oh, Ryu, you finally came to visit us. But why the long face? What's wrong? The master is dead. Murdered. Murdered? Oh my god. Master Goyoken? But how? I'm still not sure. Ryu, let's get you settled in and you can tell me everything. It's still good to see you. Later, Commander Guile. It's Officer Gibson. I have the Shadowloo report you requested. It's about time. Come in, Gibson. It looks like Bison's been busy. Yes, Shadowloo has been very active over the past month. We obtained a large amount of intelligence from the Shadowloo agents we apprehended in a recent sting. It appears that Bison has been intensifying Shadowloo's operations on the West Coast. The usual weapons and drug trafficking, mostly, but something new came up. We uncovered numerous surveillance reports and files on a man named Ryu from a Shadowloo safe house. For some reason, Shadowloo seems very interested in him. Ryu? Wasn't he the one that defeated Sagat in the last Street Fighter tournament a couple of years ago? Sagat is one of Bison's right-hand men, but that doesn't explain why Bison would be going to such lengths to keep tabs on Ryu. What do we have on Ryu? Other than what we found on the captured Shadowloo agents, not much. But according to U.S. immigration, he just entered the country this morning, right here in San Francisco. We have a security photograph of him. It's one of those files. It's on one of those files. Guile, where? I'm on it. Sir, Shadowloo agents have been spotted stirring up trouble in Chinatown. You can finish briefing me when I return. Yes, sir. Chinatown, San Francisco. Come on, Ryu. I know you've been through a lot, but you have to eat something. So tell me, what happened? I was outside training when I heard a cry from the dojo. I ran back, but was too late. The master was dead. I could tell that a great battle took place, a duel, but I don't know of any warrior who could have so brutally defeated our master. Behind the master's body, smeared in blood on the wall, was the character 10. It was obviously a message, but what it could mean, I don't know. 10 equals sky/heaven in Japanese. In Street Fighter, we often refer to that symbol as heaven symbol. All I know is that Master Goyoken, the man who raised me as his son, is dead, and I need your help to avenge him. Ryu? Slam. Hey, would you smell that MSG? Would you smell that MSG? Can I help you? Yeah, Pops. Me and me mates were just in the neighborhood and thought we'd collect some protection money you've been owing us. Who the hell are you? I just finished paying the raging storms last week. Unless you want trouble, you better leave now. The storms? We took care of them candy asses 4 days ago. There's a new player in town. Birdie's the name, and I run with Shadow Lou. Maybe you heard of him. Now, be a good boy and give me the cash and 2 orders of spring rolls. No. Come again? You heard me. I'm not paying you punks a dime. All right, it's your funeral. You just wrote your own death warrant, mate. Freeze. Everyone, stay calm. We have everything under control. I was gonna pay for the pork bun, I swear. Let's go, Ryu. The authorities are here. This isn't your fight. Shadow Lou must be in pretty bad shape if you're there resorting to recruiting common street thugs. Huh? You thought I'd give up that easy? And he pulls out the brush and fixes his hair. I came here looking for Shadow Lou agents, but instead I find a bunch of pathetic Shadow Lou wannabes. I'd be surprised if Bison even knew your name. There's the flash kicks. Shadow Lou agent, huh? You're nothing but a street punk. Cuff them and get them out of my sight. Serves you right. I ain't going down like this. He's escaping. Get him. What are you doing here? This ain't no playground, punk. Eh? So, you work for Shadow Lou? Let's keep going, guys. Street Fighter Cover 2. Round 2, Japan. Shadow Lou Central Headquarters. Agent Killer B reporting, sir. Status? Designated target Ryu, located in California, USA. Target is last observed in Chinatown, San Francisco. Transmitting surveillance images now. Look at you, Ryu. You do not even realize your potential. Chinatown, San Francisco. Continue your surveillance and notify me of any significant... Continue your surveillance and notify me of any significant movements. Bison out. Roger. Come on, that thug couldn't have gotten far. Hey, that's some nice work, lady. Who are you? Agent Chun-Li, Interpol, Hong Kong Division. I've been following some leads concerning Shadow Lou operations in the area, and I wanted to ask this guy a few questions. You? Commander Guile, U.S. Special Ops. Looks like we're on the same team. I'm also working with Interpol on the Shadow Lou case. But what brings you here? I'm sure you already have your hands full with Shadow Lou's presence in Hong Kong, right? I'm supposed to meet Commander Charlie Nash at Interpol in a few days. Charlie? He's my contact, and we are to discuss coordinating our global investigation of Shadow Lou more efficiently. Do you know him? Yes, he was my friend, but don't know what happened. What are you talking about? He disappeared on a mission 2 months ago. All I know is that Bison is responsible. That's why I'm on this case. Bison, you have to tell me everything you know about him. I take it there's no love lost between you. There's no love lost between you two. Let's just say I'm in a situation very similar to yours. I guess we really are on the same side. Meet me at Interpol HQ tomorrow morning. We have a lot to talk about. The same night, Ken Master's residence. Ryu, stand back. The martial arts you teach this pup are flawed. No matter what you do, until you embrace the murderous intent of Satsuken, you are incomplete. And Satsuken will never be about destruction and death. You dishonor Master Goyetsu, name by saying that it is. Even the Master did not understand. I put him to the test and defeated him. If I am wrong, how could I have killed him? Murderer! You have won, Goyoken. Finish me. You know that I will not. I intend to continue teaching to preserve life through our arts, not destroy it. Then your mercy is your weakness. You accept a half-truth as your way. You will never be truly free as I am. One day you will regret not killing me, brother. And you know, guys, I just gotta say I don't cosplay many males, and I have cosplayed freaking Akuma a few times. Dude speaks to me. Let me make sure that I gotta double check my sounds, all my stuff. Looks like we're going good. Let's do that just a little more right there. Here we are. Akuma. That's where I saw that character before on his back. Could Master Goyoken have been murdered by his own brother? No matter who's responsible, I will avenge you, Master Goyoken. 10 minutes later, Master Goyoken's brother. He disappeared years ago, didn't he? I can't believe it. I have to return to Japan and try to find him. Ken, will you join me? Of course. You had to ask? Not without me or not. I don't know, Eliza. Hey, you don't think I'd let you face this thing alone, did you? Okay then. I'll call and have my private jet prepared, and we can be on our way in 2 hours. Your jet? Oh, it's nothing. So real quick, guys. I try to do all the characters' voices from the regions they're from, but if they're Asian characters, I'm not doing yellow face. I don't mind, like, I'm not going to go that fucking route. Cammy's English, Birdie's English, Guile's American, and he's a soldier that talks like a dick even in the games. Ken's American. Like the brown folks who are like Latin like me, like we get to T-Hawk if we get in Street Fighter 5 and we get or 4 and we get some El Fuerte. I have no shame in doing some Mexican accents, but I am not stepping outside there. And white cultures seem to be fair game on this shit when, you know, because not a lot of people make fun of it in that way, and they make fun of their own shit and watch some Mighty Python. Back to the show. Oh, it's nothing spectacular. Just a little something from my dad after I won. Or sorry, that's Ken. Oh, it's nothing spectacular. Just a little something from my dad after I won the U.S. martial arts tournaments a few years back. I am the only son of the Masters family, after all. Target appears to be preparing to leave for Japan, sir. Vega, I have a special assignment for you. The next morning, U.S. Interpol headquarters. So, Bison took your father? He was doing undercover work for Interpol in Shadow Lucaron. It's been about half a year now. But I'm still not giving up hope of finding him alive. Bison really has a way of screwing with people's lives, doesn't he? What's the latest intelligence you have on Bison? There isn't much, just some increased activity in the States. And a particular interest in a guy named Ryu. Wait a second. Wasn't this guy at the restaurant? What? Damn it! This is the closest thing to a lead we had in months, and he was right under our noses. This is Guile. I need the last known location of Ryu, the man in Shadowloo file. What? What is it? According to immigration, he's already left the country for Japan. If this Ryu is involved in one of Shadowloo's plots, there's a chance that he could lead me to Bison. I have to find him. I have to know once and for all what happened to Charlie and your father. Well, Chun-Li fine there. I was just gonna say that. Goyoken's Dojo, Japan. Are you sure Eliza doesn't mind being on her own for the day? Just give her a 4-star hotel, a mall full of designer boutiques, and a credit card, and she won't even notice I'm gone. Hey, that's a good woman you have there, Ken. What did a guy like you ever do to get so lucky? Don't think she doesn't ask me that every single day. So how about you? Got your sights set on any sparring partners lately? Ryu, all work and no play. It's funny because in the new game, his wife is leaving him for his shit. Some things never change. It seems like yesterday when we were still just two kids that couldn't even throw a proper punch. Yeah, seeing the JoJo again sure brings back memories. I just wish I could have returned under some happier circumstances after all these years. Yes, this place was the Master's favorite place to meditate. Is this the place? Yes, this was the Master's favorite place to meditate. Master Ryoken, I thought of bringing flowers, but instead I brought something that I hope would mean a little more to you. You always told me that the Shuriken, the Dragon Punch, was my strength. So I created a move of my own, a technique based on the one you taught me, a technique made in your honor. Shinryuken. That one's for you, Master, and I promise to help Ryu avenge your death. The next day, Shinyuba, Japan. Finding Ryu. Finding Ryu could take slightly longer than expected, Mr. Bison. Your precious Killer Bee was quite sloppy and lost track of him. As at first I was going to give her like a jury voice, Vega, but I remember Vega's a lot more suave. He's arrogant, man. He should talk more like a stat and shit. Let me start over. Finding Ryu could take slightly longer than expected, Mr. Bison. Your precious Killer Bee was quite sloppy and lost track of him as he left the States. Ryu is Japan's greatest warrior. I trust you will not have difficulty finding him, Vega. Not to question your wisdom, but we could have avoided this delay if Killer Bee had done her job. Why you insist upon placing your such trust in her and your doll agents is beyond me. Killer Bee and the dolls are not your concern, Vega. They have never failed me before, and you would be wise to do the same. Bison out. Huh. You'll see the limitations of your little dolls soon enough, Bison. So, he wants Japan's greatest warrior, eh? How convenient. Cool! I've been waiting 2 months for this. I love Sakura. I love Sakura. Now please welcome the author of Sumo, The Way of the Warrior, and the greatest warrior in all of Japan, Edmund Honda. Honda. Oh, Sakura, why do you always drag me to these things? They're so boring. This is E. Honda. How could you not be excited just to be in his presence? He's the greatest there is. When I grew up, I want to be just like him. You want to be 400 pounds? If I can, to bulk up, I already joined some hot dog eating competition. Wait a sec, what's going on? The great E. Honda, eh? What could such ugliness, the great E. Honda, eh? What could such ugliness as yourself possibly know of greatness? I came here looking for Ryu, Japan's finest martial artist, and all I find is a fat, diapered slob. Big words, small fry. Care to back them with actions? Sumo wrestling, bah. You'll eat those words. Huh? Come on, Honda, you can't lose. Is that the extent of your abilities, Flabby? I like the cut of Vega's jib. I'm sorry. He is a sick, mean fuck, but I love him. Flabby! As agile as a bloated walrus. I'll crush you! Grabs him, pile drives him. I would finish you with this under most circumstances, but in this case, I believe you are already more than ugly enough. And she sees a picture of Ryu. Ryu, huh? As handsome as ever. Huh? Bonus round, girl fight. Chun-Li! Papa! Who are you? Why are you just following orders? And here's an order for you. Forget him, he's gone. Crack! Crack! It's all Street Fighter Alpha costumes. Good throw. But I guess I've delayed you long enough, haven't I? Your father's long gone, I'm afraid. Ta. Papa. The end. Round 3. Vega attacks. The dojo of Master Goyoken last night. Ryu, why are you doing this? Master Goyoken was my teacher too. He was like my father. You don't know what I'm feeling. Or he was like my father. You know what I'm feeling. No one does. Ryu, don't Ryu. No. What have I done? Ken. He's not here. He's with Eliza. I was dreaming. What's happening to me? Am I losing my mind? Grr. Did you feel that, Goyoken? Ryu possesses it. The same power you were too afraid to embrace. Even though you withheld the final teachings from him, you could not keep him from finding them within myself. You could not keep him from discovering his destiny, as I discovered mine. Shibuya, Japan. Oh, sorry about that. Didn't see you. Don't worry, buddy. I'll get the rest of it. No harm done. Allow me to help you. This scarf is exquisite, but how could I have expected nothing less? And you see the little buggy planet right there, guys? One as breathtakingly stunning as yourself obviously knows something of beauty. Thanks. No, thank you. If only such loveliness like yours sprung as flowers in summer, perhaps the world would not be so dull a stage. Okay, if you'll excuse me and my fiancé, we have places to go. Very well, I hope one day to be graced again by your radiance, fair lady. Adieu. That dude's damn lucky I'm not the jealous type. Did he actually call you fair lady? Geek? What a dork. Hey, I wouldn't mind you calling me that once in a while. And when's the last time you gave me a rose? Good news, Mr. Bison. Good news, Mr. Bison. I believe the retrieval of Ryu should not pose a problem after all. I have located his companions that Killer B observed with him in San Francisco and believe they will be of great use. Narita Airport, Japan. I have this strange feeling that we're on the right track. Something about this Ryu tells me that he'll be the key to bringing Bison to justice. If Ryu does let us get our hands on Bison, I don't know about justice. I would just settle for revenge. Agent Juni reporting, sir. What is your concern? Interpol Agent Chun-Li and U.S. Special Ops Commander Guile observed entering Japan. Later. I don't know why you went all the way just for some noodles. You've heard of room service, haven't you? Trust me, when I was training with Ryu, I used to sneak out from the dojo just to come here. Hey, once you've had a bowl of their world-famous udon, there's no turning back. Anyway, I'm on my way back, so I could... Anyway, I'm on my way, so I could be back in 10 minutes or so. It's that good, huh? Well, if you hurry before dinner, you can have a more intimate look at some of the things I bought today. What sort of things? The lacy kind. In that case, make that 2 minutes. Oh, that must be the drinks I sent for. I'll see you soon, sweetie. Bye. Sweetie, bye. Just a second, I'll be right... Greetings. You, what are you doing here? There's something from you that I need. I need you to take me to the man named Ryu. Oh my God, I don't know anything, just stay away. My claws frighten you? You have no need to fear them if you give me what I want. But I must warn you that they haven't tasted the blood of one as beautiful as you for a long time. It sometimes feels as if they thirst for it. So I implore you to be as accommodating as possible. What the? Eliza! Ha! Has your homely friend come to join our little party? You dare touch the face of Vega? He flips, he tries to throw him, and he goes, why Mr. Bison is so interested in your pathetic Asatsuken warriors like you and Ryu completely eludes me. The things I put up with for Shadowloo. I don't know who this Bison is, but if he wants me or Ryu, he'll have to send someone better than a masked freak like you. Huh? And then he kicks his claw off, and it cuts Eliza. Eliza, tisk tisk. Eliza, you should really be more careful. Dragon punch on. Oh, I thought I was gonna dragon punch on wake up. You're all boom knee. Tatsumatsu kai, and he does his spin kick. Senpu kayaka. Ah, my mask, my face. Eliza, hang on. I'll get an ambulance. Subject Vega defeated. Capabilities of secondary target designated Ken. Quantified vulnerabilities extrapolated. Engage, sir? That will not be necessary. An interesting development has come to my attention, and I believe it would only be fitting that you handle it personally. Acknowledged, sir. Later, Central Hospital, Shibuya, Japan. She should make a full recovery, but as a precaution, we'll hold her overnight for observation. Thanks for everything, Doctor. Good night. Ken, you haven't said a word since the ambulance. I almost got you killed tonight. Come here, sweetie. It's not your fault. You could have died because of me, because of my fighting. Look, that psycho would have killed me if you hadn't shown up when you did. I love you because you were a fighter, remember? And now's no time to get soft on me. You have to get to Ryu and warn him about these Shadowloo people. There's no phone at the dojo, right? But I can't just leave you here. You have to. Whatever this Bison guy has planned for Ryu, we know his people are willing to kill for it. In the meantime, 10 miles south, the Goyoken Jojo. This is as far as we'll be getting by car. All that our Japanese Interpol contact could tell us was that Ryu is rumored to train at a dojo somewhere north of here. There's a hiking trail into the mountains that I think would be a good place to start. In the meantime, I think we'd better get a good night's rest. Yeah, it's been a long day. Any place to eat around here at this hour? I see you yet to experience the glories of Japanese vending machines ramen. Ramen sounds Chun-Li, did you see that? See what? But that's impossible. Hold on. But how? Guile. Charlie? Negative. I am Shadowloo Agent Shadow. Bonus round behind every man. I love all these Street Fighter girls. Well, I love them. I don't care. It's not hard to see why. The U.S. Martial Arts Tournament 1 year ago. It finally happened. It's finally happened. Eliza's gone, and she's not coming back. I'll show you how we fight in Mother Russia. You make this too easy, lazy American. Get back up and fight. I can't do this anymore, Ken. I'm not going to keep watching, helplessly wondering if you're going to get killed every time you get punched. I'm a fighter. You expect me to stop just because you said so? I expect you to give a damn. When it comes to my work, I don't. This was all part of the package deal when we got engaged, remember? What the hell was I doing? How could I let the best thing that ever happened to me get left behind on the night table? I'll show you the world. I'll show the world that no one challenges Zangief, the Red Cyclone. Come on, Ken. Get up. Huh? And there's Eliza in the crowd. That Rocky moment. For Mother Russia, now I finish you. In front of my girl? Dude, I don't think so. The winner of the U.S. Martial Arts Tournament is Ken Masters. Pretty nice fight there, good looking. Eliza, I thought you had other things to do. Oh, I just happened to be in the neighborhood. Eliza, I just want to say Ken, I realized something. I realized I fell in love with a fighter, and that I don't want him training to be something he's not. Just promise me you'll always try to win, okay? The end. As someone who trains, man, that's beautiful. You fucking flat scan ass normies who don't fight and don't train, you just don't get it sometimes. Round 4. Let me see. Let me check my crowd and all my shit. I don't know how long we're going. 30 minutes? Let's keep going. Round 4. The Shadows. Charlie, negative. I am Agent Shadowloo. Or I am Agent Shadow. Secondary mission, target Chun-Li located. Objective, extermination. Charlie, I don't know what's gotten into you, but if you change sides, you're in for one hell of a fight. And then she punches him in the side, and then like the ribs. She does her sweep, her pushback. Oof, yeah. Then another kick inside. Boom, boom. Y'all who play the games know what's happening. Tensu Kaioka. Guile. Damage minimal. Initiating secondary attack sequence. Sonic boom. And then he does his sonic kick. Proceeding with objective. Hey Charlie, weren't you supposed to be more careful with those? Charlie Nash. I'm fine. So Charlie's your best friend, huh? You okay? He is. And he's alive. Agent Shadow appears to be malfunctioning, sir. I fear the The test subject may be beyond salvage. Then I believe it's time to bring an end to this experiment. Has Killer B been located yet? This is the type of mission I would only entrust to her. No, sir. Our tracking systems have been completely ineffective. Curious. Very well, Shadow. Shadow and those two other pests will have the honor of dying by my hands and seeing the power they were foolish enough to oppose. Elsewhere. You are fortunate that I found you, Killer. You are fortunate that I found you, Killer B. I have known of you for some time, but always thought that you were nothing but one of Bison's mindless puppet. Where your soul should have been, all I could see was emptiness. But recently I sensed something different within you. The potential to be something more. The potential to be human. We have more in common than you will ever know. And that is why I have chosen to free you from Bison's malevolent clutches and give you a second chance. Death, which is rebirth. Death is the card you have been dealt. But do not fear. In cycles of life, death is not an end, but merely the necessary precursor to rebirth. And rebirth is exactly the gift that I am giving you. A chance at a new life, and new fate of your own. And as all our lives do, yours begins with a new name. Not a Chateauloup codename, but a real one. From this day forward, Killer B is dead. Morning. Sakura, you really think a master martial artist would be training in a dump like this? I hope so. All I could find about Ryu online was that he's one of the top Atsatsuken fighters in Japan and won some kind of international tournament a couple years ago. But I see you didn't let that stop you. Kei, you know me better than that. Anyway, I found the site of this guy who claims to be the greatest Atsatsuken master in the world. I figure they probably know each other, right? This guy's a master? Inside. Hello, Mr. Hibiki. None other. Have you two young ladies come seeking the instruction of the strongest fighter to have set foot in a dojo? Yeah, I was looking for a man named Ryu. Do you know him? Ryu? Even when it was to avenge my own... Ryu? Him and that lousy goody two-shoes master of his? Kicking me out of the dojo just for wanting to use our fighting style for revenge? Even when it was to avenge my own father. Father! Sakura, I think it's time to go. Anyway, there's nothing Ryu can do that I can't do better. If you'd like to train with a real master, it's only 5,000 yen a class. Though if a student can beat me in a match, their lessons are free. Free lessons? You're not joking about that, are you? Joke is one thing I never do. But I warn you, there's no one's ever challenged the mighty fist of Dan. Thanks for this opportunity, Mr. Dan. I really appreciate it. You know this is a fucking joke character. My pleasure. That was a good strike for a beginner, but let's see how you defend yourself. Ouch. That was okay, was it? Was that okay, was it? Adequate. You have potential, but you lack technique. Allow me to show you one of mine. Gadoken. I guess that only needs a little... I guess that one needs a little work. I think I've tested enough for your lessons on the house. Wait a sec. You didn't just let me win, did you? Sakura, I don't think this is a guy you should be learning from. You might have a point. And is it me, or did he just stop moving? Uh-oh. Central Hospital. The doc was working on you quite a while, Chun-Li. What's the verdict? 20 stitches. My first. I'm sure they'll leave a nice, healthy scar. If my dad were here, I'm sure he'd complain that his job's making me more... I'm sure he'd complain that this job's making me more unmarriageable by day. Your side all patched up? It's nothing. I stopped counting stitches and scars a long time ago. If it weren't for Charlie, stitches would have been the least of my problems. Guile, I hate to ask you this, but do you have any idea what could have gotten into Charlie, or how he could still be alive? I know what you're trying to get at. Do I think Charlie defected? Hell no. But earlier, look, I don't know how, but I know Charlie would have died before joining Bison. Guile! What are you doing here, Eliza? Do you two know each other? Unfortunately, I'm this piece of trash's sister-in-law. This bastard left my sister and her daughter to go chase after the ghost of one of his army buddies. That's none of your business, Eliza. Julia's my sister. That makes it my business. And you know what's the saddest thing is? She still loves you, and it kills me that she's been breaking her heart over a pathetic loser like you. Look, Eliza, I don't expect you to understand, but I did what I had to. Ha! That's a great excuse. So what are you doing here that's more important than your family? I actually came here because a friend of yours, Ryu. Ryu? He may be involved with a global crime syndicate, and I need to know what you were doing with him that night in San Francisco. If you or your friends are somehow mixed up with Shadowloo, you'd better tell me now. Shadowloo? Oh my god, what do you know about them? People from Shadowloo almost killed me and my fiancée last night just to try to get to Ryu. So Ryu isn't working with them? God no. We're completely in the dark about this. Ken already left to do that a few hours ago. Oh, so damn it. What could Shadowloo want with him? We have to warn him. Ken already left to do that a few hours ago. He should be there by now. Kaioken's dojo. No. I'm too late. Ryu! Ken? Damn it, good to see you, man. When I saw the hole blast and all, what happened? You're gonna think I'm crazy, but I had a nightmare. Leave it to good old Ryu to not just sleepwalk, but sleep fight. What's wrong? You look surprised to see me alive. It's a long story, but some Shadowloo guy called Bison is after you, and it's not safe here. Let's get moving, and I'll explain everything on the way. Bison? Where have I heard that name before? It was at the Street Fighter tournament. Well, whoever he is, his men have already killed looking for you. I was thinking we could crash at that old abandoned shrine to the west. Hello, Eliza? Are you okay? People from Interpol? What the hell is going on? Let me talk to one of them. Excuse me, ma'am. I'd like to check someone in. Oh, Hibiki-san, you again? Who'd you pick a fight with this time? I didn't really get a good look. Okay, you and Ryu just be careful. Ryu? The Mizaki Shrine? Okay, wait for us there. We're on our way. You stay here, Eliza. You're in no condition to go anywhere. But don't worry. We won't let anything happen to Ken or Ryu. You know what bringing down Shadowloo means to me. And for what it's worth, you talk to Julia. Tell her that I'm sorry, and I hope to start making it up to her soon. Eliza-san, I'm glad I caught you. Oh, what is it? After you complained about some nausea, we ran some routine tests to make sure you were okay before we released you. The results just came back in, and I wanted to fill you in. I think I'm feeling okay. Anything wrong? No, nothing wrong. But there's something that I think you should know. Okay, let's get going. The Interpol agents are on their way. Wait. Ryu, what's wrong? Can't you feel it? There's a powerful chi approaching. Or Kai approaching. I'm going to say Kai. There's a powerful Kai approaching. A dark fighting spirit that feels familiar. Akuma. Sagat? Bonus round, Charlie's Black Ops. Have a seat. Sir, yes, sir. No need for the formalities, soldier. This meeting isn't happening. I need you to do something for me. Something that may cost me my career and your life. There's a soldier out there that the Army has refused to admit exists. Are you talking about the pilot shot down behind enemy lines, General Brandt? Exactly. But sir, I thought that was only a rumor. We couldn't admit to having a recon plane in enemy territory. Damn it, they covered it up. I covered it up. Damn it, they covered it up. I covered it up. They have him and we can't get him. Not officially at least, because that would mean we broke the terms of the treaty. Are you telling me you left one of our own to rot? May God forgive me? Yes. And they are torturing him? I hope he does, because I never will. The pilot has the coordinates. I don't need to tell you that this is a black op. If you're captured, I'll be left to rot by my own country as well. And there's Nash going through. I'll go. I'll bring him home. I know you will, Charlie. Give him these for me. You okay? Yeah, I'll live. That was unbelievable. Where'd you learn to fight like that? Stick with me, kid. I'll teach you a thing or two. And here you forgot these. You should really be more careful with them. Round 5, Psycho Power. Let me go back to, I think I'm going to stop here, guys. We read about a little over half of this. This is cool. Thank you for reading and letting me share with you guys. And I'll post this all to my Twitch. But I'm going to stop here. My daughter's been asleep. This has gone on for about 40 minutes. My wife's getting up. I love you guys all. Take care. And thank you guys for letting me read and share Street Fighter with you. Peace.